Hello, my loves. This is Malayla with Loveandlightstarseed Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. Today I'm going to do a reading for Aries and the person they're thinking about. I hope everyone's doing well, having a great day. These are timeless messages, so whenever you click on the reading, it's meant for you. This is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aries. Angel Spirit Guides, please show us. What is the overall energy here? What is the overall energy? Death, rebirth. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. I have Scorpio energy out, but I'm getting that someone wore a mask in this connection. You know, someone could be single or just wanting to live a more single life because there was a lot of pain. Right? There's a lot of pain. Something came to an end because there was no reciprocity. Right? There was no equal give and take here. What is your energy? Strength. 6 of Swords. I have Leo energy out, but you know, you're in your power, right? You're confident. You're courageous. You're moving forward, right? With or without this person. Calmer waters, brighter days. What is their energy, please? 4 of Wands and the King of Wands. We have Aries, Leo, Sag. This person could be thinking you're a twin flame or, you know, just wanting 4 corners of stability. You know, there's a lot of passion here. A lot of chemistry. How do you see them? Seven of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Knight of Pentacles. You know, this person could be very stubborn or just, you know, set in their ways. They take a long time to do anything. You know, they could have planted seeds somewhere and put a lot of time and energy into something. How do they view you? 3 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So they see you as a divine counterpart. I mean, this is Aries, Leo, Sag again. But yeah, a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion, attraction. They see you in their future. How do you feel about them? High Priestess, Page of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. I have Pisces energy out. You feel that this person, you know, they could come through in dream state or, you know, just 5D telepathy, 5D communication. But this person stays stuck in their head. They could have erratic behavior. They could be, you know, just immature. But I'm getting that they tried to come through with some kind of communication in conspicuous ways, I guess, would be, or just, you know, any way that they can at this time. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? 5 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Oh, they feel about you. Sorry. How do they feel about you? So they are in their head about coming through with a love offer. This could be a new offer of love, a new person, but you know, this person is mind effed right now here about love. They don't know what to think because of this deep soul connection, all of this, energy, all of this built up energy is what I'm getting. And I'm getting, here, let's move forward. What are your actions? What are you doing right now? What are you, that's a lot. What are you doing right now? The Emperor, Aries energy, and the King of Cups. Yeah, this is what I'm feeling. You're being delusional in all of the best ways, right? Because what you think about comes about. What you focus on grows. You are the leader of your life. And when you're in this high frequency of love, happiness, and joy, and maturity, you're manifesting and creating more positively, in a positive direction. And you're being, inspired to do more of it. What are their actions, please? What are their actions? 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. So yeah, they collaborate with other people. It could be, around family or children. But yeah, there's interferences here. What are your messages? Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, and the 9 of Cups. Whoa. I have Aries energy again. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have had an epiphany, or just, getting downloads at this time. But you're wanting to start something new despite, it not being ready or perfect, right? Knowing that nothing is perfect and that the timing will never be just right. But you're doing it anyway, right? Realizing the time is now. It's time to jump. It's time to surrender and let go. You're indulging in yourself, your health, your wealth. The time is now to do the thing. What are their messages, please? What are their messages? Knight of Cups and the Moon. Yeah, this person is fearful to come through with some romantic gesture. They could have a gift, or, just wanting to, communicate, or just, wanting to be in your energy is what I'm getting. But this person is fearful. They don't know how to get in. I'm getting that this person could have no discipline or self-control. I'm getting that their attention is always scattered. And their energy is all over the place, right? They, they can't even control what they do on their phone or where their energy goes on their phone, right? Let alone having discipline in a relationship or in a household or a business. because this person lives in fear. This person allows fear and comfortability to take over their life. Right? People who are successful and own a business, right? They are disciplined. They are focused. They have self-control. You know, this person could live a double life and just think, you know, there's no problem. I'm going to get the outcome. What is the outcome here? Queen of Cups and the King, Knight of Wands. Aquarius, I'm sorry, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces again. Yeah, I mean, I'm just getting that this person's energy is erratic, in and out, hot and cold, emotional. Their emotions are all over the place. Like I said, they're not disciplined. So their energy is all over the place. And they just look for distractions. You know, I'm getting that this person, if this person had to defend you, that they didn't. Right? I'm getting that this person would rather throw you under the bus than to be a stand-up person. What is the advice, please? Queen of Swords and the Star. So we have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, so, you know, healing anything that is keeping you stuck, basically, or anything that's making you feel cold or detached, right? Knowing that that's not a good vibe, that's not a good energy, right? Whether this is for you or your person, it doesn't matter, but energy's fluid. But just needing to heal from any disrespect. You know, I'm getting that somebody or something else controls this person. You know, it's like they're a puppet on a string. And, you know, you're needing to heal from anything that's, anyone that's crude or rude, right? I just saw 1313 on the timer. If these messages are resonating with you, type 1313 in the comments. Yeah, I'm getting, you know, 5 of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict or competition here. You know, getting away from that vibe. Healing any toxic energies. I'm going to get a romance oracle for amazing Aries. Let's see what message wants to come out, please. Whoa, on the floor. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Guys, I'm also a certified life coach, so if you want to book a session with me, all the information's in the description box. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.